Good morning. Let's say we do some yoga, right?
Yeah. Right. So let's come on down, right? We can either lower to our heels, if that's okay. Out of your knees, you can use a block between your feet to sit on top of the block. You can sit on top high. You can sit on top low. And it'll still take the pressure, the weight off the knees. Use a pillow at home as well. Or you can be up here. Let's just take a moment and close our eyes. Find a big sigh of relief. Think of just letting everything go. Just let it all out. Good. And take it in. Take something new in. Inhale and repeat. Exhale. Good. Notice if your shoulders are bunching up. Relax your shoulders down. Feel the length of the neck. Feel the back of the neck. Feel the crown of the head reaching up. Return to Oz. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, letting go. Feel the rise and fall of your belly with each breath. Inhale, we expand. As we exhale, we really feel how our diaphragm contracts. We can pull our navel in. Inhale. Exhale, maybe you're sinking deeper. Maybe it's becoming more at ease. Just a couple more breaths here. And underestimate ah. Or Good. All right, we're going to open our eyes, and we're going to crawl forward. So we'll bring our hands to the mat, and then we'll just crawl out. So we're going to come to our cat-cow position. So we want to line things up with our hands under our shoulders, spreading our fingers, bringing our legs hip-width apart, finding length in our spine. So trying to find that flat back. Notice how you can move your weight around, pushing back, pushing forward, pushing back. All kinds of little subtle movements going on here. So as we bend our knees more, push back towards our heels. We feel the length of our spine. We feel our shoulders. We start to roll forward, tucking our chin, pushing into our hands, lifting up and away. Good. And again, slowly rolling back. Feel a little, perhaps, small arch in the small of the back. Just push back. And forward. Come back to that breathing pattern. Inhaling. Exhaling. You can also sway from side to side, hip to hip. Again, just how we're able to shift our weight forward more towards maybe a plank on our knees, lean out over our hands, or pushing more back towards our heels, more towards a child's pose or a puppy. Good. Checking in with our neck, being gentle, just kind of exploring. This is our home base, so we'll be here again and again. If your wrists ever need a break from this position, you can also come up on your fists here, locking the wrists out. Only if you feel you want to do that and it feels okay. You can also flex your toes back here. So, all kinds of things to do at home base, right? So we'll return here again and again, so feel free to just kind of explore anew every time we come here. And just get that feeling of, hey, there's no place like home, right? All right, so from here, we're gonna find that tabletop position, which is that true straight alignment. Hands under shoulders, legs hip apart, and find where our weight's evenly distributed. We're pressing into both hands. We're gonna bring up our right leg. We're gonna straighten it out. We're gonna point our toe. We're gonna start to reach back. We're gonna press into our right hand, and then we're gonna reach out with our left. Coming back to our breath, that little gentle like a hum. Good. We're lengthening to our fingertips. We're drawing back to our toes. We're centered right in the middle with our breath. Notice if you're straightening your neck, bring your head straight on your shoulders as best you can. Where's the weight between the front and the back? Good. All right, we're going to lower our hands first, then we're going to lower our leg, and then we're in our cat-cow again. And what we do here is we get centered. So by moving our weight around, just kind of moving around, we feel as though we're starting over, starting from scratch before we go into our other side. Then so maybe you're breathing clearer, breathing deeper, more connected. Okay, send up to the other side. So true center, right tabletop, hands to the shoulders, legs hip width apart, pressing into our hands, lifting our left leg. Straighten out, point your toe. Think of reaching back, drawing back, and then pressing into the left hand for support, lifting and reaching out with the right. Staying centered with your breathing. Find that little lengthening to the fingertips, drawing back to the toes. All right, we're gonna lower our leg. We're moving around through. Cat cow. Each time it's maybe is even better than the last, right? Okay, so from here we're gonna crawl towards the front of the mat. And we're gonna start the same way, pressing into our hands. We're gonna lift the right leg, we're gonna draw, lengthen back. And then we're gonna move into pigeon pose from here. So what we wanna do is launch through. So we're gonna bring the knee back in, bend the knee, bring it to the wrist, and then ease back on top of the left leg. And then we're either staying up or as it feels right, we start to lower ourselves down. To our forearms. Maybe you're able to lower down, rest your head. Alright, we're going to slowly come back out, so taking our time, pressing into our hands, bringing our legs back together, finding that center once again through cat-cow. Finding our breath once again, and then, like I said, really explore your cat-cow. Maybe it's more planking, more child's posing than cat-cow at some points. All right, pigeon on the other side. Again, I like to be near the front. So hands near the front, pressing your hands, lift the left leg. Think of like drawing on a bow, right? To shoot a bow. So we reach back, draw back, and then we launch through. We relax our leg, we bend our knee, we bring it to our wrist, and then we ease on back on the right. Find that find where our hip and our knee, our foot want to just kind of be in agreement, and then lowering down safely. Yay. Okie doke, taking our time to come back out. So slowly back to our forearms, back to our hands. Pressing into our hands, bring our legs back together, and then moving through one last cat-cow for now. We'll have more later. This is it for now. So let's kind of just get what we want out of it. So we're like, all right, I can take a break. Good. And then we want to move towards puppy. So what we're going to do now is move or walk our feet towards the back, walk our hands towards the front, and then lower to our forearms. And then lower our head between our arms and keep our hips lifted. You can start to open your shoulders a little more, pressing into your hands and lifting your forearms off the mat. And start to feel your shoulders stretch. Just be mindful of your neck here. Good, and then we're going to come out to a plank on our knees, so modified plank. So this first transition, we're just going to start to lift, and then we can bring our hands in a little bit. We want to line our hands up under our shoulders. We want to come just over our knees, just above our knees. We're leaning forward. And And then we're gonna lower ourselves down. If we can, we're just gonna bend our elbows, lean into it to lower ourselves down. And then there's levels for upward facing. So I always like to slide my feet back first so I feel that I'm fully lengthened out. And then you can start by just lifting at the chest. Each time you lift, just press into your hands and hold wherever you've lifted to. So rather than pushing up with your hands, you're lifting up with your torso and pressing into your hands for support. Good. So maybe your hands and maybe your forearms. You can also modify to your forearms here. As always, we want to be gentle with our neck. So we want to bring our head back to neutral on our shoulders. Maybe we're looking down, that's okay. And then from here, you can also go to more of an upward dog position where you keep pushing up a little higher. I'm gonna just come here for now. Maybe get there throughout. So these things may evolve as we go through our first flow series. All right, so let's take one more breath here. And then we're coming back to puppy. So our forearms are down, our hips are lifted, our head is dropped. Good, puppy. All right, so this will be our first flow series. So we'll inhale puppy. We'll exhale back out to that plank. We'll inhale at the top. We'll exhale, we'll lower down. We'll inhale upward facing wherever that is for us. We'll exhale back to puppy. Good. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale lower. Inhale upward. Exhaling back to puppy. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time through. Inhale. Exhaling out. Inhale. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back to puppy. Yay! All right, so we are going to come up on our heels into hero pose where we began before we move on to downward dog and friends. So here we are in hero pose. Feel free to close your eyes if you can get that, hey, I just got here feeling. Find that breathing pattern again. Expansive breath. Good. All right, so we're going to go to downward dog from a low crouch position. So we'll bring our hands to the mat. We'll push up to our toes, and then we'll walk our hands forward. We'll lift our hips, dropping our hip between our arms, and push all that weight back. Then I'm going to separate my feet here and start to lower one heel at a time, shifting my weight, kind of lean back and forth, stretching the back of each leg. I'm going to go ahead and walk my hands forward a little further here. Fingers spread, really connecting with the palms and the fingers. Heads dropped, neck relaxed. Breathing clearly, we're upside down now. So we want to spread the shoulders, flatten the back so we can bend up our knees as much as we need to. Good, we can come up on our toes, push back, try to lower both heels at one time if that feels okay. Good, so this is just our first downward dog for the day. We'll get to track our progress, so let's see where we're at here at the beginning. We'll see if perhaps it doesn't get a little better as we go through. So taking a breath and then exhaling out to our high plank. Woohoo! All right, so we're in the high plank. We want to get it set up properly, right? Hands under the shoulders, fingers spread, hips drop. If you're going to be holding for long, it's good to soften the knees and press your thighs together. We're not going to be hanging out for too long, so that's not as important now. Just a couple of breaths. Good, and then we're going to lower down. I like to, again, lean forward, lean into it, and the elbows, cha-da-run-ka-choo-choo, lowering down. Top of the feet, pushing up, upward facing, wherever that is. Maybe it's cobra, maybe it's down dog, up dog. Connect with the toes again. Lift the hips. Drop the head. Push back. Downward dog. Inhale. Exhale out. Plank. Inhale at the top. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward dog. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhaling out. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Last time through, then we'll just come on back to puppy. Inhale. Exhaling out. Inhale. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And then exhaling back to puppy. So we'll just lift our hips, lower our forearms, drop our head. Puppy. Good. And then right back to hero pose where it all began. Woo! Your wrists are asking why though. You can open and close your hands to release things. You can also massage, move things around. You can twist like a knob. You can also bring your hands together. Shake it out. Okay. All right, so we're gonna come up to Malasana or cobbler's pose. So I'll kind of demonstrate it in a couple of ways. So first is come back to that low crouch and then bring your hands in, turn your knees out with your heels facing in. So that looks like this. Second way is to come down. So we come to our feet, step out a little wider, feet out diagonally. Use your hands, use your forearm, lower down. Help get into it from the top down. So, all right. So hands. You can use your hands for support on the mat or a block. You can press your arms into your legs for support. You may find you can bring your hands over your heart. Again, we're just focusing on our breath so we stay centered. All right, so good news everyone, we're coming back to downward dog. We're gonna bring our hands back to the mat. We're gonna turn our legs back to the front. We're gonna walk our hands back out. We're gonna lift our hips, we're gonna drop our head, we're gonna push back, and yay, downward dog. Look how fun and easy it was this time, right? So find your downward dog. Notice perhaps this downward dog is a little better than where you began today. It's always nice to see progress. Find your breath. Good, and then we're gonna check in with downward dog's good buddy, 3-legged dog. So I'm gonna walk my hands forward once again, soften our knees so we don't lock out, lift the right leg, straighten out, point the toe, and then start reaching. Good, 3-legged dog. Neck relaxed, heads dropped, we're breathing easy. Lengthening back with the toes, supported with the hands. I don't know, probably terrible. All right, good. Coming back down, yay. All right, finding our center and downward dog this time. Woo! No cat-cow. All right, other side, soften our knees, lift the left leg, straighten out, point the toes, start reaching. Woo! Don't forget to breathe. All right, that's it. Lowering down. This is our last downward dog. Yay. All right. We're going to start to work our hands towards our feet into a forward fold. So we'll kind of soften up the knees, bend the knees up as much as we need to. Keep our head dropped, walking our hands towards our feet. Good, we're going to come halfway up. Just looking down at our mat. Good, we're going to come the rest of the way up. All right. Good, taking a couple of breaths. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good, 2 more. One more. All right, so we're just going to go right into Warrior One next. So without further ado, we're just going to take a big step forward. Left side, spreading our toes, anchoring our heel. Legs are hip width apart. I'm keeping both feet facing forward, so my right heel is lifted. You may prefer to lower the heel, as long as you can keep your hips lined up with the front and find your balance. All right, so starting with our hands over our hearts, rolling our shoulders back, and then reaching up, inhale, and then exhale, lowering down, Warrior One. Whoop. And zero. Find your breath. One more time, just get it strong. Inhale, lift and reach up. Exhaling down, nice and strong, Warrior One. Step out. So we'll bring our hands to our heart, to our thigh, lean forward, boost off, push off, step out, clear. Going to our other side, you can step back and step forward, or you can just step back. So left foot back, right foot forward, hip width apart, toes spread, heels anchored. Back foot, what works for you. Starting with the hands over the heart, throwing the shoulders back, finding our breath. Inhale, lift and reach up. Exhale, bending our knees, finding that deep lunge. Maybe you can make little minor adjustments here and there and find your ideal positioning. Good, one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhaling down strong, and then keep breathing. All right, coming out. Hands over the heart, the thigh, lean forward, boost off, clear. All right, so we're gonna go into Warrior Two and friends. I'm gonna grab a sip of water here real quick. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and have my block ready nearby. Left side, gonna find a wide stance, stepping out, starting with both feet forward, just my pants, my shirt's here. Find the breath. Good, move around just a little bit. We're good. All right, so we're gonna do one side at a time. We're gonna turn our left foot out. As we turn it out, we'll notice a tendency to kind of go with it. So go ahead and go with it, turn with it. And then again, we're gonna move around and just kind of get used to this newfound stance. So our right foot is forward, the left foot is left. Heel of the left foot lines up with the arched heel of the right. We can move in various directions. We can shift our weight side to side. And then we can bring our hands together overhead. Take a deep breath, and then as we exhale, we'll lower our arms, palms down, bending up our left knee until it lines up straight over our heel. Make sure we're breathing clearly. And then lengthening out in both directions. Think of reaching out and then having to pull yourself back so you're straight up and down. And then breathe. Warrior Two. All right, we're gonna come up and down a few times. So we'll inhale, hands together, straighten our knee. Exhale, lower down. Good, 2 more. One more. Good. All right, then we'll straighten our knee and rotate our palms forward. We're gonna push our hips over to the right, reaching out to our left. We're gonna windmill over. We're gonna keep our arms straight as we pivot to the left and then connect somewhere. So we're pressing into the inside of our leg, or maybe we're using a block here. And then we connect for support, and then reach up with the right. We're still breathing easy. Triangle, right? So making a triangle with ourselves. It's actually multiple triangles if you look closely. All right, good. It's a pyramid scheme. All right, we're gonna bend up our left knee. Once again, we want it to line up straight over our heel, and then maybe we're using support by pressing in here or on top. We're still reaching up. I'm gonna use a block now, so I'm gonna bring my block right to the inside, bring the hand to the top of the block like a little kickstand, and then stretch up, not dropping the weight, just a little support. Breathing easy. Gotta find those little ums and ahs here and there. Good. And then bringing our left arm to the top of our leg and reaching across with our right. We're still facing forward. Good. Last but not least, we're gonna come up, straightening our knee, bringing our right hand to the back of our leg, and then reaching up with the left, and then we're lengthening out, palm facing in, or if it feels better, more natural, arch over and back. All right, we're gonna release it down. Relaxing our arm down, we're gonna do the same stuff on the other side.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Check your Wi-Fi network
I guess I said the
connection by going
magic
to
word.
settings.
It's okay, it's okay. All right, I gotta press the button here. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so we're doing the same thing on the other side. So apparently I get to walk it in and shake it out a little bit, transfer the block, find that wide stance again, and then turn the right foot out, the left foot in. So left foot facing forward, right foot facing right, wide stance. Again, let's move around a little bit so that we're at ease in this stance. Good. And then starting with warrior 2, hands together overhead. Inhale, and then exhale. We'll lower our arms, palms down, make little adjustments as we need to have that width in our stance. Knee bent, lined up over the heel, reaching, extending in both directions until we're straight up and down. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Breathing easy. Good, and then we're gonna come up and down a few times. So inhale, straighten the knee, hands together overhead. Exhaling down. Good. 2 more. One more. Good. Warrior 2. All right, we're going to straighten the right knee and rotate our palms forward, push our hips out to the left, reach out to the right, windmill, pivot over, and then get that support going. Connect, reach up. Triangle. Good, bending up the right knee. Again, try and line it straight up over the heel. I'm gonna go for the block here. Just find your support wherever you can. Reaching up. This one has some ums for me. Bikram triangle. Modified triangle. Good. Bringing our right arm to the top of our leg and then reaching across, extended side angle. Guess they ran out of animals. And trees. And practitioners. All right, last but not least, reverse triangle, which is, to me, we're going to straighten the knee, we're going to bring our left hand to the back of our leg, we're going to reach out here, lifting the chest, shoulders back, lengthening out, or arching over. To me, this is very more like Air Jordan. Or Nike, just do it. Keep breathing. Speaking of just do it, breathe. This is still a very active stance. Doesn't look like there's a lot going on, but it can still be very engaging. All right, one more breath. Good, and then releasing down. That's it. We'll turn our right foot in, we'll walk our legs together. Kick my block out, nice 3D effect, shake it out. Good, and then we'll get centered. So we're gonna step out again. Feet forward, toes spread, heels anchored, knees soft, hands on our hips. Finding that shoulders back, chest lifted. Good, and then we'll start to lean into it. We're gonna come halfway down first, so lean forward slowly. Keep breathing, and then bring your hands to your legs for support. We're just looking down here. Find that breath. Feel the back of your neck. Good, stay halfway if you prefer. Otherwise, go ahead and come on down. Options, you can bring your hands straight down. You can use a block. You can take hold of your ankles or clasp the outsides of your feet. So multiple places to connect with our hands. Just make sure you connect. Good. Relax your neck, drop your head. I'm going to widen my stance here. And then for me, the hips are lifting, the head is lowering, and eventually lowering towards the forearms, to the forearms, cradling the head. All right, coming up and out, nice and easy. You're gonna come halfway, and then if we're out wide, let's walk our feet in closer in before coming up the rest of the way. So keeping our knees bent, we can walk our hands up our legs, and ta-da, we're on our feet, yay. Big inhale up, exhale down. We're just gonna do one balancing pose, tree pose. So take a couple steps back and forth. So options here, if you want to keep both feet on the ground, you're just going to bring the bottom of the left foot to the inside of the right with your toes still on the mat, and then you can lift your toes and quickly lower as needed. You can keep the hands over the heart or throw them up. If you are ready to start moving up, you're going to bring the bottom of the foot to the inside of the leg somewhere. So the inside of the calf. Try and don't press directly to the inside of the knee. Be above or below the knee. So either on the inside of the calf or up on the inside of the thigh, or kind of folded across in a modified half standing lotus. Hands over the heart. For me, I like to really feel the bottoms of both feet. It helps to send the message to my brain that I am, in fact, standing on 2 feet. We want to stay centered with our breath. That's our center of balance, center of gravity, center of our body, right? So find that magic button, your belly button. Breathe in and out. Good. And then you can grow your branches however you like. You can reach straight up or bring your hands over your heart, up to the side, or crooked branches, any way. If all else fails and you start to waver, gesticulate, wave your arms wildly. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lowering down, step, step. So we'll take a couple steps between sides, sending our roots down so we're really grounded. Find a little woo, shooey kind of breath. And then same thing, spread our toes, really connect with our feet, and then pick up wherever you left off on the first side. So if you were here, or here, or here, or elsewhere. Take a moment to, again, feel the bottoms of your feet. Connect, like to kind of grip with both toes, both sets of toes. So really feel both legs still activated. Centered right there in the belly with our breath. Good. And then hands where they work for you. Grow your branches wherever you like. Starting to waver. And let your gaze focus on something that doesn't waver, by the way. We don't want to look down at the floor because that'll kind of make us go that direction. So it's best to kind of look straight ahead, maybe up on the horizon a little bit. It's something that doesn't move. Hold steady, stay centered with your breath, or maybe pat your head and rub your belly. All right, again, hands over heart, lowering down. Woo, before we fall down, before I fall down. I'm sure you could do this all day. All right, that's it for our standing. Let's shake it out, take a bow. Good, and then we'll finish up coming down. Let's come to the top of our mat. Take a big breath up. Exhale back down, and I'm gonna go into a forward fold. We already have a forward fold coming up, so this is one going down, top down. So, dropping the head, relaxing the neck, connecting with our hands somewhere, lifting our hips. Good, and then lowering down to crawl out. So, walking our hands forward, lowering to our knees, crawling out for just a quick cat-cow, child's pose, 2 for special. Around to cat-cow a little bit. Good, and then we'll come on back to child's pose. Yay! If we want to go deeper, we can bring our legs together, clasp our hands beneath our feet. And then we'll slowly come right back to where it all began. Sitting up on our heels in hero pose. Close our eyes, check in with how we feel. Notice maybe we're just even breathing clearer than what we got here. Back to finish. So open our eyes, bring our hands to our mat to spin ourselves around. Yay. We want to have our feet on or off the edge of the mat, so when we do this or recline back, we have the mat beneath our head and shoulders. Yay. Let's go ahead and bend our knees and bring our feet in. Walk our feet in. Push off from your feet. Roll yourself from side to side gently. Notice if your head's falling back. Maybe tuck the chin up a little bit to bring your head straight on your shoulders. Notice if your shoulders are bunching up, we want to bring them back and touch the mat. Walking our feet in, spreading our toes, arms by our side. We're going to hold a bridge, so we're just going to push up and hold. If you need to lift and lower a few times to prime your bridge, feel free. I'm just going to push up and hold my bridge today. I'm going to check my alignment here by tapping the backs of my heels. Feeling backs of our legs, our glutes engaged as we're lifted. Find the here. It's definitely around here. Take 2 more breaths. Good. All right, when we lower down, we want to lower from the top and roll our spine down. So start between your shoulder blades. See if you can roll down, one vertebra at a time. Oh, there it is. Certain amount of there it is. I just found the All right, we can lift our feet, take hold of the backs of our legs, let them drop in or gently hug in. Still breathing. Good. And then we're going to finish with happy baby. So I'm going to lift my head and shoulders so I can more easily reach through, take a little hold of the bottom of the inside of the feet. Recline back, knees fall out. Gently pushing up, gently pulling back and down. All right. Release. So we bring our legs back in, take hold of the backs of our legs. Maybe hug in one last time since we're here. And then lower our feet. Find neutral spine by just gently rocking back and forth to relax your lower back. Find a little straighten our legs, let our feet fall open, let our arms rest comfortably by our sides with our eyes gently closed. Breaths before you open your eyes, feeling terrific. Feel free and yawn and stretch, roll over on your side, hit the snooze, watch this video again, or come sitting up, facing forward, finding a nice comfortable seat. I'm going to kind of rock back and forth here a little bit so I can really feel as though I am centered on my seat, right? Let's find that again. Let's close your eyes and just take a few breaths. All right, 3 closing breaths overhead. Inhaling up. Inhale, exhale, last time, inhale all the way, exhale, namaste, thank you, good morning, right on time, have a beautiful day.